Oh, hello, this is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. Janet told me that she used to become frustrated because quite often when she walked into the kitchen, she did not know what to cook. It seems that she has already exhausted the dishes in her repertoire, and she has become bored with them. And she definitely would like to cook something different, some dishes that she would like to have, but she just doesn't have the energy to look up the recipes and figure them out. And she wished that so much she could walk into the kitchen and just cook whatever that she feels like to. If you feel the same way, you are not the only one. Because there are millions of people, they find themselves got stuck in the same situation, not knowing what to cook. Even everybody know how important home cooking is for their long-term health. So Janet told me that more often than not, she will then pack up the family into the car and they head out to the nearest fast food joint. But that has changed dramatically after Janet has adopted my fast cooking system. The word fast is the acronym for flavor chasing, advanced prepping, stir frying, and template-based cooking. One of the central aspects of the fast cooking system is template-based cooking. With template-based cooking, you essentially can cook anything you want, particularly of the food that you enjoy, but with varieties and diversity. This will make your home cooking interesting, creative, fun, and never boring. Janet told me that with template-based cooking, she never cooked the same dish twice. She now cooks 7 days a week, 365 days a year, and she never gets tired of it. In fact, cooking each night is one of her highlights of the day. And instead of dreading it, she looks forward to enter the kitchen. So what is template-based cooking? So in this video, I'm going to outline some of the main characteristics of template-based cooking, and I'm going to use the dish scramlette as a demonstration. A scramlette is a dish that has a combination of both scrambled egg as well as omelette in its characteristics. In this video, I have demonstrated how you prepare a simple scramblette dish with scallions. Now, according to the recipe, cooking this dish is very simple and straightforward. The first step is to season the egg with different seasoning agents depending on your preference. And then you simply cook the egg in the wok. Now, the important thing about this step is that the wok has to be well seasoned so that the egg would not stick to the bottom of the wok. Because you want to be able to easily turn and stir the eggs in the wok. And the end result is to create a light and fluffy texture somewhere between a scrambled egg and an egg omelette. And in this case, for this particular recipe of the scramblette with scallions, I add scallions to the egg at the final stage of the cooking process. Because according to the recipe, I would not want to overcook the scallions. As by adding the scallions at the end, I will retain the freshness of the scallions. So to me, the basic characteristics of this dish is the texture, which retains some aspects of scrambled egg, but also some aspects of an egg omelette. And the scallion is basically like a filling that you enclose inside the egg. But similar to an egg omelette, the scramlette will allow you to exchange different ingredients that you put into the dish. So if you consider an egg omelette is a template, then scramlette is also a template. And the advantage of a scramlette is that you can cook in the wok and you can use many different kinds of ingredients. So here is a modification of the scramlette. Instead of using the only scallions, I'm also going to add shrimp to this dish. A shrimp scramblette actually is probably one of my most favorite dishes. However, in order to incorporate shrimp into the scramblette, you need to make some modifications of how you're going to cook this dish. So in this case, the modification is to take into account the amount of time that you need to cook the shrimp. Because the scramblette cooks very quickly, so you need to find a way that you can cook the shrimp quickly as well. So one modification is to cut the shrimp into smaller pieces so they would be able to cook quickly. So as you can see here, with these small modifications, now I am able to prepare a shrimp scramblette dish, basically using the same basic template that I used earlier to cook a scramblette with scallions. The end result is that it gives you tremendous flexibility in what you can do with this scramblette dish. In fact, you can repeat this scramblette dish several times during the week because by cooking it differently, you will have a very different culinary experience. So here I'm going to demonstrate a third variations of this scramblette dish. In this dish, I'm going to cook with some cherry tomatoes as well as some edamame, and both of the ingredients that I really enjoy. So in this case, the scramblette dish, the eggs become a vehicle for the presentation of the edamame as well as the tomatoes. Again, the basic step in creating this scramblette dish is the same as all the other scramblette dish that I have done before. And in this case, the modification in cooking this scramblette dish is very similar to the shrimp scramblette dish that I cook. I add the cherry tomatoes and the edamame early during the cooking process. First, because I want to cook the cherry tomatoes a little bit longer. And second, because I took the edamame directly out of the freezer. In this case, by the time when the eggs cook to the texture that I would like, both the tomatoes and edamames are ready. So you can imagine by using different combinations and also by slight modifications, you can create many different versions of this basic scramblette template. Or you can create different combinations of ingredients. For example, you can create a scramblette dish with shrimp and tomatoes. Or you can create one with shrimp and bay scallop. The possibility of different type of scramblette dishes that you could create is really only limited by your imagination. When you have many different templates in your possession, you can see that there are almost limitless possibility that you could create in your dishes. And this is what exactly Janet means. When she said that after she adopted my fast cooking system, she had never cooked the same dish twice because of all the possible combinations that she could combine with not just one template, but with multiple templates. And all it takes is to learn about maybe 5 to 10 templates reasonably well that you can create variations with them. And the possibility is almost infinite. To me, that's when cooking becomes exciting because each time you walk into the kitchens, you see possibilities rather than lamenting what you are going to cook next. I post a video every day to help people to learn about my fast cooking system so they can cook on a daily basis. This is important not only for their health, but it's also a lot of fun and pleasurable to cook the food that you love and enjoy. So keep on cooking, and I will see you tomorrow.